What's up, guys? Stefan Solea for Weaid Music. I'm back for another episode of Weaid Music Live. So, if you saw me yesterday, I was on here and I produced a song from scratch. I just created something off the top of my head. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to elaborate on that. And I'm going to see what we can come up with. So, I'm going to take this song here that we're listening to, and I'm going to start adding some synths, some bass lines, and some other things. Build this beat out a little bit. You know, the episode went a little long yesterday. I think I'm going to try and keep it a little shorter this time. So, we're going to figure this out together. So, first things first. I think we're going to add some bass. What do you guys think? Add some bass on this track? That'd be cool. You know, and if you guys have any ideas, why don't you shoot me some ideas? What do you think I should do with this beat? So, you know, going forward, as I make different songs, I'm gonna go into some stuff that I already have, that I've been working. You know, this is kind of a every once in a while thing. I'm gonna do songs on the fly live, just because I think it's fun. I like putting myself to the test and seeing what I create with that divine inspiration. So, we're going to go ahead and create a new track. And we're going to find a cool bass sound for this. So, I'm probably going to have to find different sounds for every part. Okay? And you can follow along in the mix and edit window here. I can only show you one window at a time for now. I could show you both, but then you wouldn't be able to see me from both angles. So, alright, let's see. See if we can find a cool sound for this. Every once in a while, something weird happens in the system that you've never seen before. It's kind of the ghost in the machine of Pro Tools, and for some reason that just happened to me. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from scratch. Okay, so, I'm going to create this track. Instrument track. Okay. And we're going to go find us cool bass sound. Alright. See, I try not to find, I try to find like a strong sound, something that's like really dope. Something that just feels right with the song, but isn't too overpowering, you know? I don't want to put something on there that just like steals away the whole vibe of the song. It just has to lift it. It has to blend nicely. And sometimes, well, I always have to go in and tweak the sound, no matter what it is. So I'm going to go through here and I'm trying to find some sound that works with this riff. None of these are really difficult. So what that's telling me is, you know what, I think I'm actually going to go with something way more natural with this song. So what I'm going to do is, maybe I'll start with some violin samples. You know, what I like to do, I go on here and I'll lay synth sounds, I'll build out violin parts, and later on I'll record the actual violin from one of my friends. Alright, so now we got a violin sound loaded. with, but I don't really love the violin sound on there. So what I'm gonna do, since I'm coming up with the part, I'm gonna go ahead and record it anyway with the sound. I can always switch the sample later. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna start playing. See what I come up with. So I figured out what I'm gonna do. So what I'm gonna do, create a new playlist for that, and I'm gonna go again. So I'm digging that. I like that little part. So just like we did with the guitars yesterday, on this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on there and I'm gonna make a harmony for that violin part and see how it sounds. So let's see. I'm gonna duplicate that, and a lot of people, you can just duplicate the sound and, you know, drag it to a different octave and create a harmony like that. But I like to play all my stuff cheap as least as possible, for real. So what I'm going to do with that, I'm going to put the higher octave version on the second half of that piece. So that's what's really important with any of these songs, is like the constant building of the momentum. We want the momentum to build and build and build through every song. So check it out while I lay this down. Alright? It goes like this. Up there, so let me do that. guitars because we need to make sure we get all the excess noise off of these tracks and make sure they're super duper clean. Alright. I mean, they already sound pretty clean. I recorded them well. They sound good. But we're going to process them. So the point is we want to remove any excess noise off of this track, and we want to make it shine, we want to make it sparkle, we want to make it sound really, really beautiful. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to start stacking some things in the process that make it sound real sweet. I'm not going to go into exactly all the plugins that I'm using on this episode. That'll be for another episode. I really get into the mixing of things. That sounds nice and full. So way too loud. It has to come way down the mix. Just so it's just so gracefully lifting up that guitar. About right there somewhere. This part is just so epic. It's gonna end up being the hook part, and it's just got such a big lift and a dramatic feel to it. I feel like it needs almost like a cello vibe on there, something deep, driving, something in the bed of it. Create this nice warm bed for this guitar and violin to sit on. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create another track, and I'm gonna find another cool sound that'll go with that violin and guitar, and you know, so that time I just duplicated the track, so with this new sound it's gonna play exactly what I had on that other track. We'll see if it works or if I have to play a whole new part. So it's gonna have to be the low part because that was the high part. All right. So what we're gonna do here. Let's see. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you feel about this. Let me know how it's sounding. I haven't even started working on coming up with a melody, like a singing melody for this yet. Let me get all the instruments straight. And then we get to some vocals and see if we can turn this into a song. And we'll put it out. So, first thing I want to do with this is I want to add a cool clap to that beat. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get on this mic. and start adding like a really organic feel, a really natural feel with my hands and my breath to the beat. Because that's something I like to do to really add some energy. Alright. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, mic is live. I'm gonna get to it. Alright, so that's what I want. I want something like that. I love that. I love taking, creating a beat, a percussion line, and then going in and creating these really natural, organic sounds to kind of build out the beat and really give it some life. Really give it that organic feel. Because you can't rely just on, the sounds of the computer percussion. It has to be deep. It has to be really layered for it to come out right. So I'm going to go ahead and lay another clap on that, so I can get a big vibey energy going on. Alright, and on top of that, I'm gonna see if I can come up with a really cool, breathy, I like to use my breath as a percussion instrument. So I come in and I create some kind of cool little breathy pattern, or a hum, or something, sometimes a whistle, different things. With this one, this is gonna be one where I do a really cool breath thing. So just check this out. I know it sounds wild, but it adds a really powerful layer to the undertone of the song. So we gotta do some mixing on those claps and everything so they don't sound so awkward. I really let them find a place where they want to live in this mix. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a bass line on this part right here. Just a little synth bass line for right now. But this thing has such a cool swing to it. It sounds like it really needs that organic bass vibe. So let's see what we can come up with. Alright, let's see here. bass sound. I started out, I was trying to find like a really cool electronic bass sound, but I realized the electronic bass vibe isn't gonna work with this song. This is like a really kind of organic, vibey song. Let's see this. So when you record these virtual instruments, you gotta really crank them up loud. Simple bass line on there for now. Keep this thing moving forward. Let's see what we got. Okay, I think I got the bass line together now, so let's see what that sounds like. Let me tell you something about this music. It's like every little sound has to be created with such care, and it's like it just shows like if you don't pour the energy and time into really getting the sounds just right, it's really gonna show through in the music. And it's like I take my time with every sound that I add to the production because I gotta make sure that sound is worthy of being in my song. Like I said, sometimes things are just placeholders, you know? It's like you record a piece just to kind of remember a melody, but then you want to like make it better later, or have somebody else play it or whatever. Another thing I wanted to do that I was talking about yesterday was duplicating this middle part because that's going to be a verse. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I got to make it twice as long. So I'm going to stretch out that other part. Let's see. I'm just going to duplicate all these parts. And hopefully they line up. And if they don't, I'll make them line up. So. Alright. there, we're almost there. We almost got this lined up. Let's see. Still a little late. So right now I'm just trying to get this loop perfectly on time. It's taking me a second. Just give me 1 second. That's pretty close. I might go in and straighten that out more later, but for now, we're gonna keep it pushing. There's a whole verse part now. The loop feels like it's a little bit off, but I did hear something else I wanted to record on there, so I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. So Right. So, moving along. This is just giving you guys an idea of how I put together a track. You know, we got these guitars that I really love that I put together yesterday. And today we're working on some virtual instruments and layering some other things. And I think by next episode, I'm going to come with a melody and I'll show you guys how I'm going to lay a melody down on this song. So coming up with lyrics and everything. So for now, I'm showing you how the process of building this track out. So we'll go ahead and play back what we've done today. And for the next episode, look forward to working on some vocals, and that's what we'll do tomorrow. We'll try and iron this out the rest of the day and get it sounding really, really good. That way tomorrow can really bang out some beautiful vocals on this thing. And hopefully it's awesome. So check it out. Let's see where we're at with it. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Weaid Music. I'm Stefan Solea for Weaid Music, a non-profit record label based in Washington, D.C. So tune in again tomorrow, and we'll keep finding the divine inspiration together.